Hey everyone, it's me, Najaam P Lee. Welcome. Hello, bud tender baddie. Hi. Welcome. I'm doing another live today, and I'm excited to do that with you guys. So, I'm gonna wait for a couple more people. Happy Friday. Getting my drink on. So I'm excited. Hi, good afternoon. I'm excited for today's topic. I'm going to do another quick topic, all on spiritual life coaching, and this particular one on why seek out yourself. So for those that are new, that are going to be coming in, or who's going to watch this later, hi, I'm Najaam P Lee. I'm the owner of Najaam Lee's Healing Temple at najaamlee.com. And I'm a spiritual life coach, health wellness consultant, intuitive reader, Reiki master, healer. I'm the author of the best-selling book, Kali, Kill Anxiety, Live Immensely, which you can purchase anywhere books are sold, including Amazon, Walmart, Barnes & Noble, Lulu.com. Just click the link in my bio right here on Instagram, or if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you're following me on YouTube. But if you're watching this on YouTube, all the links will be below this video, okay? And I'm a motivational speaker and a teacher at Spiritual Sessions Academy right here on teachable.com, and I teach spiritual knowledge classes and so many other courses. So check that out. All those links, just go to my bio, click it, and yeah, you can see. Hello, little devil mommy, mammy, and uniqueness 77. Welcome. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming. So I'm super excited to talk about this today. So if you haven't already, please follow me right here on Instagram at Najaam Lee, and also on YouTube at Najaam Lee. And I do vlogs over there as well. More vlogs over there than I do on Instagram. What else? I have a email list. I would love for you to join. It's the Team Spirit Tribe, and we're going to be rolling out newsletters each month, and I'm super excited about it because there's other things that we're going to be dropping, and I don't want you to miss it. So go over to bit.ly/elist333. Again, that's elist333. And I'll also post those down below as well so that you guys can check it out. But there's already a link in the title for consultation, free consultation, to learn more about my spiritual life coaching programs. So, link with me, chat with me. We'd love to hear if you're interested, if you're serious and you really want to take your life to a new level. You definitely want to schedule a complimentary consultation with me, and I would love to talk with you one-on-one. All right. So what are we doing today? All right, so we're talking about something in spiritual life coaching. Some people don't know what it is, and I did a video yesterday on what spiritual life coaching is, why it's so important. I was really proud of Summer, the artist Summer Walker, who took the plunge basically into herself and sought out a spiritual life coach and therapist, and really feel such great transformation in her life. And this is the power of a spiritual life coach in your life, as well as a therapist in your life. So these are great things, which helps you to navigate through life even better than ever before. It always happens. I'm on a live and calls be coming in. Hello, DJ. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, she's amazing for that, right? Yeah, definitely. I was super excited that she went that direction for herself. Like she just no joke. And it takes a lot of power and strength within you to like realize, okay, something I'm doing is not working and I need to seek another way. So if you haven't seen that video that I did, go check it out. I think it's still posted on IGTV, and yeah, check it out there. So today's topic is why seek out yourself. Why seek out yourself, especially when it comes to spiritual life coaching. And a lot of times we don't even know, why. We just have a pull, and certain things are happening in our life, whether it's something in a relationship. You're probably dating someone or they're dating you, whichever, and there's something just not clicking, right? It seems good, it seems great, but at the same time, it feels like something is not clicking, something is not going in a direction that feels like this is the one, this is the person, right? And I utilize relationships because relationships help us to look at ourselves. Well, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to help us look at ourselves, look deeper into ourselves, because a lot of times the person that we pick is mirroring certain things or aspect of our character, our personality, things that probably need to change. And most times in a relationship, most people don't want to look at that. It's too much. It's too hard. It's 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 not even a question to say, okay, that's me, that's happening, that's me. What's being acted out is a part of me. A lot of times when arguments stir up or whatever in a relationship, it's a lot of times it's a reflection of each other. That person is showing you an aspect of yourself, and as you may argue back, you're also showing that aspect of that other person. So it clashes because nobody wants to look at each other in the truth. It's a blame game. And so when a relationship breaks now, and you go through the steps of mourning, I call it, um, you know, there are things that you're supposed to take with you and look at it and start deleting, start ciphering, trying to understand yourself in that whole aspect. But we don't. Most people will jump into another relationship, go jump into dating right away, jump into whatever because they don't want to go through the void, that emptiness, that feeling of something is missing and I don't want this feeling, I don't like this feeling, and I need to find somebody else really quick. There's a lot of people, and I've seen it, they will, utilize their YouTube, and from one relationship to the next relationship to the next relationship, and it'll be like, out of sight, out of mind, like, and they're always, if you notice, picking almost a similar characteristic. It's always the same type of person. Slightly different, maybe a different eye color, maybe a different height, maybe a different, status. But it's always the same type of person. But tender, yeah, right, jump and distract themselves. Absolutely. And the more that we distract ourselves in it, literally, when we do this whole jumping from the same person to the same person to the same person, because it's almost the same type of individual spirit. And so you're jumping from the same person, same person, same person, and this distraction is happening. You distract from the core of yourself, of the truth of yourself. So when you do this, you now become kind of lost. You may find a relationship, some things are okay and some things are too similar of the last relationship. It's because you have not worked on those characteristics you need to work on within yourself. You have not done so. And because you have not done so, you are stacking. We love to stack paper, but we also are stacking bad characteristics upon ourselves every single time we jump from one relationship to another without working on those aspects that really need to be worked on, right? So for instance, right, we're always picking somebody. If you've ever noticed this within yourself, say you date a Libra, and the next guy is, or next girl is a Libra, right? Maybe a slightly different date, it's a Libra. And the next one jump out as a Libra. You're always dating a Libra, right? There's something there that you got to work on because you keep picking them, right? Or it could be where, with a relationship, it's same type of mannerisms, same type of look. You have a taste, right? Same type of taste, but that's on the outside, right? It's always on the outside, never on looking on the inside. We are dancing with the inside. We say we want someone who's meaningful and really have depth and all this other things that we think we want, right? But when it comes to the aspect of it, that's not what you want. If spirit brings you someone of depth, of really greatness or whatever, but the package is not so much like that, maybe missing something from the list that you have, then it's like you miss your opportunity of the stuff that you really wanted or needed, or say your answers, or say, you really need a person like this. But then that's understanding also your self-awareness. So I did this and they had the same exact birthday. Yep, but tender, yeah, girl. So this is why when it comes to spiritual life coaching, it's about you seeking yourself out, right? You're ready to dive within and look at what the issues are. What are the deep core issues? And these issues are in your subconscious, right? They sit like seeds in the soil of your subconscious. And so a lot of times we are trying to take care of things in the conscious and thinking, oh, okay, yeah, I cleared it. I worked on it. I did it. But then the pattern repeats in the next relationship or within the relationship that you're in. The pattern continues to repeat. So that means, no, you haven't worked on it. You haven't gone deep. You haven't gone to the core. You haven't gone deep into the subconscious of yourself to really look at what the issue is really happening. And this is where spiritual life coaching comes in. This is why you seek out a spiritual life coach like myself, right? Because the things that you've been trying from the conscious level are not going to the root in the subconscious level. And you need help with that. You want to know, how do I do that? Where do I start? Why are these things repeating over and over? I don't know how to break them. This is where a spiritual life coach comes in. So for what I do in my 2 programs, the Turn Your Life Up program and the Platinum Life program, I go all the way to the core. My whole thing is to understand who you are, right? To get to the nitty gritty. And so what you present to me, I don't care about. And it's not a disrespect or anything. But a lot of times when people present to me, they're presenting a false identity to me. So my job is to talk to your spirit and go into the cosmos and get the truth, right? Get the real truth of who you are and who you're supposed to be and what you came here to do and the type of life you should be having, right? So you may come to me dressed up beautifully in your Louis Vuitton because I love Louis Vuitton too. I love Versace. I love my Chanel. I love all those things. I'm a shoe girl, purse girl, perfume girl. I love all that. But when it comes to like spiritual life coaching, I'm about to work on you. All of you. Right? Because you came to me to seek yourself out. You came to me to discover who you truly are. That is what you're coming for. You may say it in different words of, my life is changing. I'm not understanding why this is happening to me. I want to really understand, why am I here? I don't even know why am I here. I worked all these years and I have accomplished so much in my life, but I'm still not happy, or I don't understand why I have these people that work around me and they're always giving me a hard time. They don't do no work. They're not even focused or anything. And it seems like the same people, and they just take away from me, always, taking, and I can't trust nobody. It's hard for me to trust anyone. I'm scared to trust anyone, and so I have all types of clients, whether very, very popular clients to, people who are just really hard working, and they have their life and they want to really understand who they are and build from there, right? To me, I don't care what you have on the outside. My thing is, if you come to me, you're ready to work. You're ready to dive in. You're ready to like change the scope of things, shift it, and become the better you, the real you, the freedom space that you've been desiring, right? So this is when one is seeking yourself out. So when you seek yourself out, it's through spiritual life coaching you come for seeking yourself out, right? To really understand. So I love using the movie Matrix, right? The Matrix, and especially part one, because part one really gave an aspect from a perspective of a person seeking their truth, seeking what's happening, right? So in that phone call, that first phone call with Morpheus that Neo had, and he says, how can I help you? What do you want? He's like, I want to know the truth. I want to know the truth, right? And basically he's saying he wants to know the truth of himself. I want to understand who I am. I want to understand all this. I want to know what the matrix is, right? What is the matrix? I can see it. I can feel it. I can hear it. It's going nowhere for me. Like this dead end job, this life, that I do. On one end, I'm doing a 9-to-5 corporate job, and then I'm a DJ at night, and the life I'm living is so mundane that there has to be more. What's the truth? And this, you see that he's been seeking, right? Seeking the truth. All the stuff that's coming down from his computer, right? And searching and searching and searching. He's searching for Morpheus, which is Morpheus is the spiritual life coach. Okay? As what most people call me, like Najaam is Morpheus. Yes, because Morpheus was a spiritual life coach. That's what Morpheus was in the Matrix movie. And Neo sought him out, right? The guru, right? The teacher, the master of helping him to find himself. So the first aspect of that, of him finding himself, is him seeking. He reached out, and then Morpheus, heard that he was looking for him and found him, right? This is the first interactions that happen. And in truth, this is what happens to people when they are seeking out the truth, seeking out themselves, right? When you seek out yourself, you're actually looking for a spiritual life coach to help find you. And so in the movie, that meeting, that big meeting, right, was like a consultation with me, right? Red pill, the blue pill. Do you really want to go this route? Or I can just send you right back home and continue your life. It's no big deal or whatever. But if you really want to seek the truth, you really want to find who you are, you really understand this whole thing, I can show you how far the rabbit hole goes, right? And the rabbit hole is within yourself, right? The rabbit hole, how deep and it goes. And I can show you that. And I've shown a lot of people that. And it goes super, super far, right? It's endless. So in that part of the movie, it's really important. A lot of people just swipe it because they want the action part. But that particular part of the movie, part 1, is so filled with info of seeking yourself out. Seeking the truth of who you are. And are you willing to go? Are you willing to see what the truth is? Are you willing to leave your mundane life behind to really live in your truth, right? So seeking yourself out is like you are fed up of the mundane. You are fed up of the softwares that you are living through, right? And you want to get back to the core, the truth of yourself, right? And no longer want to be attached to this world the way you are attached, right? And so with Summer Walker, it's her pathway of releasing, detaching she's going through, and coming into the oneness of her truth, the oneness of herself. And some parts are going to be rocky and some parts are going to be smooth, but overall it's uplifting and it's powerful. And when you get to the truth of you, who you are, it's powerful because nobody can take that away. Nobody. Once you find yourself, it is unbelievable. It's amazing. It's deep. It's strong. It's unexplainable in a lot of ways because every person's experience is different. When the scales come off and they actually are seeing for the first time, that part in the movie, yeah, he never used his eyes before, his real eyes, right? So when you're born here on this earth plane and you're coming in, you've come with cargo, you've come with a lot of things, a lot of gifts, a lot of talent, a lot of things, but we are held from unloading. We are held, or we are stopped in our tracks from unloading. And that's why a lot of times people who get to a certain age is then realizing, oh my God, I supposed to do this, or I didn't know I knew all this. I didn't know I had all this, right? When you're born here, you're supposed to, from the moment you're born, you're supposed to start unloading your cargo, right? But with this particular system and certain systems in place, you are stopped at the docks of unloading your cargo. Okay, so think of a ship, right? A ship comes into port. It has cargo. It needs to unload the cargo from water to land, right? When a baby comes from water to land, okay? And so coming on to land, you have cargo. You need help with unloading your cargo, right? Because on a ship, cargo is in these particular tanks and trailers and boxes or whatever like that, right? So you have certain people assigned to help you remove your cargo onto land, right? So just like a child, there is cargo that needs to unload. Most people have their cargo still in water. Okay? So, where's your cargo? Why haven't you accessed your cargo? Why haven't you unload your cargo? These are the things that you want to understand, right? You've been stopped in your tracks. Why? Right? The truth of who you are, right? Seeking yourself out. This is where a spiritual life coach comes in, and so many other aspects of other people that may do certain things. But a spiritual life coach helps you to get to the core of who you are and align with that, and unload your cargo. So if you're picking up what I'm putting down in a creative way, you'll understand what I'm saying, right? You'll catch what I'm saying, the keys that I'm dropping. Because it's important to know yourself and to align with yourself. Not just know yourself, but to align with yourself and live your true self, right? Live your true self. Not just know it. You got to take that knowing and put it into action, okay? So, any questions? I know I can go deep. But if you have any questions, I'll stop right here. Post up your questions. What are you feeling? What are your feelings of what I'm saying? What's going through your thoughts? And just to remind you guys, book a session with me for a spiritual life coaching. If you're interested in doing a spiritual life coaching program, schedule a consultation with me, and the link is above, bit.ly/consultation99, bit.ly/consultation99. Again, that's bit.ly/consultation99. And you can also click the link in my bio at Najaam Lee right here on Instagram. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the links below the video to schedule a complimentary consultation if you are seriously interested in doing a spiritual life coaching program with me. I do offer a 6-month, a 12-month, and then it does go into a 24-month as well. So I do offer that. But for those that are serious and like, you know what, yeah, I'm investing in myself and I'm going to do this. I want to live in my truth. I want to be my truth. I want to understand my truth. And I want to no longer be attached to certain softwares that do not have any service for me. They don't serve me at all. So, yes, please do that. And also don't forget to follow me right here on Instagram at Najaam Lee, and YouTube at Najaam Lee. I would love to be your coach as a spiritual life coach. Absolutely, I would love to do that with you. I have a life coach. So many other people I know have a life coach. It's really good to have a life coach. The packages are different, so it all depends on what you're looking for. I would suggest go over to, you can go to the website, actually. Just click the link in my bio, and it'll take you over to the consultations, the spiritual life coaching programs. You can go over there and see the different prices and the different payment plans. It all depends on what you are searching for or looking for, okay? I know that was the same thing, yeah. So just go over there, click the link in my bio, which is link.bio/Najaam P Lee, and Turn Your Life Up program, the Platinum Life program is all listed there. Thank you, Rod. Thank you, thank you. Um, and so yeah, I've had many life coaches, um, and gurus and teachers, and something I've been seeking out for a very long time. And the right ones always come along. Whatever is needed, whatever I need at the time, always comes along. So, and what I need to learn, what I need to excel in, the right coach always appears. And I go for it. I jump in it because it's investing in myself. We're so afraid to invest in ourselves. We're so afraid to take a risk to invest in ourselves that we hold ourselves back, on purpose because of taking the risk of investing in yourself. I feel like from what I've learned in my journey is it has brought me to a great spacing of understanding that I have no fear of being me. No one can take the power within me. I can walk through my life very comfortably and at ease and know things are well, and not having to stress on the mundane, right? Just knowing, okay, yeah, it will work out. It takes practice. I'm still working on myself because I will always have a coach. I will always have a coach because that's my life purpose. Uh, I will always have a coach, and I will always be a coach for another person because there's not a lot actually in this world. There's about there's 7.8 billion people or so in the world, and there are not 7.8 billion coaches. Not even 7 billion. There's not even 7 billion spiritual life coaches, not even a billion. Okay, let's really come down to not even a billion. Not even a good million, of spiritual life coaches. There's not even a million. So when you really do the math of that, I have a lot of people to help. I have a lot of people to work with. My personal goal is 1 million people. That's my personal goal. It's been my goal for past few years. And I'm working on that each and every time. But, there's a lot of people that need to be awakened. It's great when you start to awake and you seek out your spiritual life coach, immediately, right? And helping you unravel and unpack your cargo. And then there are ones that are still asleep, that are still asleep, unfortunately. And it takes me to that part in the Matrix where Neo wakes up and sees everybody attached, right? And they're still asleep. They're still attached. They're still asleep. That's a lot of beings that are still asleep. So when you start waking up, just like what the machine did, saw that, oh, we got a waker. He came through, we can't even send him back. He's awake. Ain't nothing we could do. Detach him, delete, let him go. And that's what they did. The machines came up, detached him, and down the rabbit hole he went. Right? Down the rabbit hole he went. Down into the waters, which is the subconscious, right? And so in the subconscious, the ship comes, and Nebuchadnezzar looking for him, right? Because he has a tracer on, right? We got to find them in the subconscious. We got to find them in the ether, in the space. And they find him and pull him up out of the subconscious into the conscious. Okay? And into the real world, the real truth, his real self, right? And when you come into your real self, yes, they try to do really, they try to show like, there's really not much color, right? When you get to the source, because you're detached from the illusion. So in the truth of things, things are grayish colors, grayish tones, from whites to dark grays to very, very charcoal grays and in betweens, right? And blacks. And then, of course, to utilize the showcase of the matrix is green, right? Green. But green is also attached to the heart chakra. So there's a thing there going on as well, right? So how you're seeing, right? How you're moving through life, it's very important to understand how you're moving through life, what you're doing to move through life, and what you're doing really what you're doing, right? It's about really looking into yourself and say, okay, I'm still sleeping. I need to start waking up. This is not working. Don't you really feel that? Like certain things just keep on going on repeat. And at some point your eyes go, wait, it's kind of like a deja vu, right? Kind of like a glitch. So anyways, I'm rambling, but I wanted to say thank you guys for coming through. If you have any other questions, just post them below, or you can DM me at Najaam Lee and I'll answer you there as well. But if you have questions, it'll be great postable, so because maybe someone else has the same question but they're kind of afraid to ask me. So if you are not scared, post the questions below so someone else can feel like, oh, that was the question I had too, and they can get the answer as well. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful. And hey Dee, hi. I'm about to close out so you can rewatch it. Okay. But I love you guys. Have a beautiful weekend. Namaste, Nityanda, and I'll see you in a consultation. Mwah.